Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital Expansion and Renovation Groundbreaking Ceremony. My name is Tim Petriga, and I'm the Vice President for Advancement here at Mary Free Bed. Today is a very important and historic day for Mary Free Bed, and we thank you for sharing it with us. Our story has been 122 years in the making. Today we turn the page on another exciting chapter as we break ground to begin construction on a new 190,000 square foot, 6-story expansion. This building will double our current space and enable us to better serve more patients, families, and this great community.
Our mission has always been very simple: restore hope and freedom through rehabilitation. It is what we do and what we have done so well for 122 years. It is the belief in this mission and the passion with which we pursue it which allows Mary Free Bed to care for and serve thousands of patients each year. And now here we stand today, breaking ground on a state-of-the-art 190,000 square foot home for hope and freedom. But of course, it's not all about the facilities. It's as much about our amazing staff, leadership, physicians, board members, volunteers, and guild members. We like to think of ourselves as a family with a common goal: to help our patients achieve independence through rehabilitation and to advocate for the disabled in our community. We love this picture of guild members taken in 1912. And as you can see, big hats were the women's fashion of the day. So much has changed since the early 1900s, or has it? This is a picture of our current guild board of directors. It is my honor to announce that the Mary Free Bed Guild is providing the lead gift of $16 million for the new Mary Free Bed Hospital.
This is one of the fastest growing hospitals in the United States. I mean, you take a look at the growth of Mary Free Bed, over 50% in outpatient, inpatient services over the last 2 years, 29, 39% growth in the number of staff, 287 people hired in the last 2 years. That really points out the economic engine. And then when you take a look, the Bishop and I were just talking about the excitement of Wealthy Street, and to have this building stand on this primary corner next to St. Mary's Hospital is just a jewel. And I think all of us in this room, and you have all been part of this. And I have to tell you, Susan Ford, the Fords is and will always be a real part of this town and our heart, and we thank you for what you're doing and the excitement that we have here today. So I just want to thank you. We look forward to your support. The governor of the state, Rick Snyder, couldn't be here today. He asked me to come in his place, but he sends his regards, he sends you his respect, and he sends you his congratulations. Our goal is to have a healthier state and a healthier Michigan, and what's going on here in this corner will certainly move us a long ways to achieve that objective. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Over 14,000 patients came to Mary Free Bed last year after a catastrophic event, a disease, a surgery, or a birth with a disability. Each will tell us that what takes place here at Mary Free Bed can be described in one word: magical. Magical. Many patients that weren't supposed to walk again walk out of our hospital. Patients that can't talk learn to talk here. Patients that come to Mary Free Bed who can't think or be independent many times leave here as independent thinkers. Patients get reacquainted with their loved ones here while their families learn, as they do, how to turn their disability into ability. Yes, we treat patients and we treat each other as family. This Mary Free Bed family of 1,000 staff members and hundreds of volunteers assure our patients that they have hope and that they'll find freedom and independence, and maybe even a little magic.
I'm really delighted to be a part of this exciting groundbreaking, and I'm particularly honored knowing how proud Mom and Grandma Bloomer would have been this morning. Thus, it is altogether fitting that we gather in this hospital and in this city where Mom's life story began and then ended 90 years later. Grand Rapids and its institutions, including this great hospital, formed the core of Betty Ford's lifetime of service to others including and like her mother, and at this wonderful hospital. Mom decided that the public should know exactly, and I mean exactly, what was happening to her. She decided to take a courageous and yet very controversial step to tell the world about her disease. And so she did. And in an instant, Betty Ford rendered a public service that changed the history of women's health forever. But Mom's triumph over breast cancer didn't end when she left the operating room. She participated in tough and compassionate rehabilitation. And because of that rehabilitation, she went on to live a full and, oh my goodness, a wonderful and productive life, as we all know. It was not just the skill of her physician that allowed Betty Ford to conquer breast cancer. It was that skill and the subsequent rehabilitation that made her triumph over breast cancer complete. So I do take great pride in knowing that my mom and Grandma Bloomer would be personally delighted to join me this morning in this announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce the Betty Bloomer Ford Cancer Rehabilitation Program at Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital. May God bless and watch over you and each of your breast cancer patients who come here for their care and rehabilitation. Thank you all very much.
Our staff at Mary Free Bed could not be more excited about the groundbreaking for our new building and the naming of the Betty Bloomer Ford Cancer Rehabilitation Program. I personally have always appreciated Mrs. Ford's willingness to be open and sharing of the challenges she faced in her life. This strength of character to think of how others could learn from her experience is an incredible gift. In the United States, we have over 14 million cancer survivors, and by the year 2020, there will be 18 million. Current estimates are that only 5 to 20% of cancer patients and survivors who would benefit from rehabilitation are actually receiving it. We recognized how important it was to integrate with our oncology colleagues, to learn from each other, and to bridge the gap between diagnosis and treatment of cancer and rehabilitation. We are developing a specialized cancer team of therapists and other healthcare professionals under the guidance of Lori Pearl-Krause, who is a PhD nurse practitioner and is passionate about the care of cancer patients and their journey. This fits well with our mission and our fabulous staff who deliver hope and freedom by increasing function and quality of life. Susan, thank you for allowing us to honor your mother and grandmother. May we positively affect as many lives as your mother did with her courageous actions. Thank you very much.
On the count of three, we're all just going to throw a little dirt. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.